The first of two monstrous days here at the Tour de France, 144.6 kilometres in length, 4,400 metres elevation, two high category climbs, including Col de Bonnet, 22.9 kilometres at 6.9%, and a summit finish on Isola 2000 was bound to give us fireworks. Myself and Larry Warbass are going to take a look at this epic stage. So, Larry, the first clip we're going to see is UAE. They were in total control today, weren't they? You can see Niels Pollitt riding like 10 men on the front. Who did they have here still at this point in time?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, today they were so strong. They had almost their entire team going up the Bonnet, so everyone thought, yeah, Niels Pollitt would just do the flat, or at least I did. I thought, maybe he'd do part of Col de Vars, but he went over Col de Vars, he went down the other side, and he went, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of the way up the climb of Bonnet, so he was so impressive. Yeah, and after it was Pavel Sivakov who took over, super strong pace, and he made it all the way to the bottom of the Isola 2000 climb. So, yeah, insane. They got to the bottom, they still had Marc Soler, Almeida, Yates, and it's easy to follow it up when you have such a strong team.
Yeah, and at this point in the race, there was a break up the road, including two Visma riders with Matteo Jorgenson and Kelderman, but it didn't seem to worry UAE behind. They seemed to be in total control all day. We didn't see Jonas attack on the Bonnet, did we?
Yeah, no, I think that was something we were waiting for. We thought, if he really wants to go for the win in this Tour de France, he has to go on the Bonnet, and clearly he just didn't have the legs because we didn't see the attack there. So he probably wasn't feeling as good as he thought or might have hoped to on Bonnet, and we'll see what was to come after.
So this was the break of the day, or what was left of the break at this point. It was Richard Carapaz. We saw him trying to take some points in the polka dot competition yesterday on the Category 3 climb. He's been in yellow, he's won a stage already, and this is where he was going for those points.
Yeah, absolutely. It was yesterday we saw him going for those sprints on the KOMs, and we were like, oh, maybe they're cooking something up, and sure enough, he made it into the breakaway again. A little bit of a chase from his team at the start, but they got him in there, and he got the max points on the highest point in the entire race, and double points on top of that one. So he moved into the lead on the KOM, which is making a nice Tour de France for Richard.
I'm sure we'll see him in the break tomorrow. Like you said, he took 64 points today over those climbs and goes into the lead into the polka dot jersey competition. The third clip, your friend Matteo Jorgenson for Visma League Bike. It was looking like a really strong move at this point with 13.5 kilometres to go and still a gap of over 3.5 minutes. Jonas didn't have it, like we said, on the Bonnet, so this was his big opportunity for the stage win.
Absolutely. I think we started the day and we saw these two guys go into the breakaway and we said, oh, perfect, they're there to set up Jonas. And once Jonas potentially didn't feel as good, they had these two guys to do something or, take their own chance. And so it was really cool to see. They got to the bottom of the climb with 4 minutes. We thought that was enough. But when Tadej has his legs, I don't think any time gap's enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matteo Jorgenson, he's in a class, he's real up there, isn't he? Paris-Nice winner. He was only 8 seconds behind Primož Roglic a few weeks ago in the Dauphiné. So he's been riding in service of Jonas. So this was his opportunity, but unfortunately not to be today because it was this man yet again, Tadej Pogacar. We are witnessing history here, aren't we? These athletes don't come around very often, and I think it's fair to say he is in a league of his own.
He's definitely in a league of his own, and so impressive. I think once we saw his teammates taking it up, we knew he'd at least give it a go, and we weren't sure if he'd succeed, but you can never doubt Tadej Pogacar.
No, absolutely not. And this was images of him coming into the line to take his 4th stage win in this Tour de France so far. He now has a humongous lead going into the next 2 stages, and I think it's possible and fair to say that he could take another 2 stages that we've got still left to come.
I think if they come to the bottom within a fighting shot of taking the stage tomorrow, we could see him winning there, and he'll be super motivated to win the TT at home. It starts in Monaco, where he lives, on all his home training roads, and he'll definitely want to win that one. So we'll see what happens.
We will. Another big day tomorrow, again in the mountains. Tadej Pogacar said he's going to enjoy it. Will the breakaway be let loose and go for that victory tomorrow? Let's wait and see.
Let's hope.